Good morning. Oh God, I need a manicure badly. I need to do my manicure. Just take your time.
$20 underwater without it getting wet, and you can have it, right? You cannot put it in a plastic bag, a Ziploc bag, a container, or put it in there. It needs to go in the water, right? Okay. All right, let's go.
Can I use a cup?
A cup?
Yeah.
Does the cup have a lid?
No.
Then I guess. A cup with no lid? You cannot use a cup to scoop the water. Water needs to stay in there.
Hi everyone, welcome in.
Cover up the piece of foil like that.
She said take your time with her. Hi everyone, make sure you guys like the stream. Read. Let's see what we have today. Hi, who's in here? Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Where are you? What's going on here? Okay. There we go. There we go. Hi, Jess. Come over here fighting with my cup. So finally, I got most of the videos deleted. Oh my god, let me tell you some funny shit, Jess. All right, not some funny shit. So, again, how powerful our minds are. I've been thinking for like the last two, maybe since like, no, I'm gonna say since the weekend. I was like, damn, I have to hit up my therapist. I was like, and I'm gonna, because I just want to do, I want to start doing month to month instead of every 2 weeks sessions. She texted me yesterday. She's like, hey, I'm on vacation next week. So she's like, I won't see you till the end of the month. So she's like, technically it'll be a month since it'll be a month. And she was like, I know in the past you mentioned going month to month. So let me know if like that's what you want to do moving forward. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like, yes, we can definitely discuss that in our next session. But it was just like, yo, it just goes to show how powerful our minds are, because who would have thought? Like, I literally just thought about it and was like, yeah, I'm gonna tell her. Like, it was just like an inner conversation I kept having for a few days. And I was like, yo, that's funny. When I saw your video last night, I was like, bro. So it's all like I was saying, it's like when you're not an awareness of something, like remember how I was using the bird thing with you, like God knows blackbirds probably flew by you so many times prior to that, but because now I put it in your awareness, you saw it. So I feel like that's how I look at manifestation. Like, once you have it in your awareness, that's what you're gonna see, so be mindful of that. um so yeah, I was like, oh my God, like I literally was just thinking this because, I just don't feel like I need that every 2 weeks anymore. Like, I don't. So yeah, I'm excited. I have some videos that I'm putting out today, so I'm excited about that. I did work on them for sure this morning. I'm still trying to figure out my microphone, so I'm gonna have to write to the company because yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on. You can post your question when you're ready, Jess. You can post when you're ready. I was like, what y'all know about this song? I was laughing. I was like, yo, you can't make this stuff up. But hi, everyone coming in. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. I hope you all are having a wonderful Thursday. We fighting through the trenches, y'all. We just getting our shit together and expecting the best. Yeah, he loved that song. I was dying. I'm like, yo. You know what's crazy? That's one of the songs that I say, like, whenever it comes on, I think of M. That's literally the one song that I can say that whenever it comes on, that's the only, because that's who I first heard it from. All right, so let's see. How is Jay feeling about Jess? Make sure you guys like the stream. Our SP course is I want to say Sunday. I got to check the date again. Oh my God. Yeah, I think it's Sunday. I want to, I got to talk I want to see if I change it to maybe, we'll see. But I'm excited for our SP course, our money course. I have not put a date on the just learning law of assumption in general. I have not put a date on that one. So it's just a lot. I got clients Saturday. So, all right. So let's see for Jess. How is Jay feeling about Jess? How is Jay feeling about Jess? How is Jay feeling about Jess? My plan was to come on earlier today, but it's all good. How is Jay feeling about Jess? Jess, can you hear me? I'll be right back. I have to go grab a package. All right, I'm back. Yo, it's hot as shit outside. All right, fridge house, hot as shit. How is Jay feeling about Jess? It's so hot out there. Oh my god. The Knight of Cups, the Judgment. The Page of Cups. So I'm definitely getting a lot of romantic feelings here. I feel like he kind of gets a little shy with the Knight of Cups, the Judgment, and then the Page of Cups. I feel like why I get this energy is like, to me, I feel like because of how he acted in the past, like that still lingers. So it's like, it's almost like he feels like, damn, I have a lot of audacity to like have acted that way, and then now I'm trying to come in to like make something happen, right? But that's not gonna stop him. I still see him like moving out of those thoughts, like moving out of like that, you know, leaving those thoughts behind, the baggage behind, and coming towards you in a more calmer way. So I feel like, yeah, like it's like making him feel a little shy. It's the word I want to use, that's what spirit is using. But like the love is there, like he's ready for like this new beginning. And I feel like with the Knight of Cups being here is like he doesn't want to be like overly emotional, but still showing emotions. Okay. Yeah, look, the past is here. So the past regrets, like how he's acted in the past, is definitely like lingering in him still, and like the energy, but he's overcoming that, is what I'm getting. He's overcoming it. Show me more, spirit. There's a lot of cards, but we have the Temperance, the Tower, and the Page of the Page of Swords. To me is like the Temperance. You guys always get the Temperance, so I feel like you guys are literally like very opposite people that are just coming together and making magic happen, as corny as that sounds, right? The Tower is here, so I do feel like it's gonna go from like him being patient and like just kind of like letting things flow to him actually taking some action himself, because the Page of Swords is communication. So it's going from like him like letting you know, just going with the flow, to bringing in communication. The Nine of Cups is here with the Hangman. Okay, the Knight of Swords and the Hangman. So the Nine of Cups, to me, like he's viewing you as a wish fulfillment, as a blessing. Like he is content with like what he has in life, but then there's like a missing piece to the puzzle, which would be you. The Knight of Swords is here, so to me it is that impulsive energy that he's balancing out, because he is feeling very impulsive. Yeah, he's feeling impulsive, so he's trying not to be. Show me more, spirit. Anything else with this Hangman? Anything else with the Hangman? The Death card in the reverse. So the Death card in the reverse tells me that like nothing is like, I don't want to say nothing is set in stone right now, but like the ending, there's no ending here. So it's like this is to be continued. To be continued is what I'm getting. Yeah, he's like thinking a lot about you and taking action towards you. So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like how he's feeling. Definitely like very like the romantic feelings are there. Like the love has not gone away. It's just like he feels like, yeah, like damn, I got a lot of audacity right now. Hi everyone, welcome in. Like the stream, please. Donations are open. Next on episode 3, right? Next. You're welcome. Watchers, watchers, watchers. You have plans for today, Jess? Or are you just chilling? There are no free readings. Guys, please read the pin message. Oh, it's a cloudy day for y'all? Yeah, it's sunny over here. It's supposed to rain this weekend, though. No free readings, please. No free readings. Hi, everyone that's in here. Okay, Ray, thank you. Yeah, it's officially hot over here, but I think the weather is supposed to go back down. That's the thing. The weather's supposed to possibly go back down. So, yeah, there's no stability in Philly weather. Yeah, It's just crazy to me because like we're in June, and for it to still for us to still be having cold days, very odd. Oh no, the weather's supposed to stay nice. Okay, I must have saw that wrong. Okay, Ray, you can post your question. Hi, Mobuko. There's no free readings, love. We've already told you a few times. Please, we're being nice, but I mean, you can't keep asking, and we already said no. All right, let's see. Did Virginia really offer Janelle the CSF position Ray wanted? All right, that's enough. Did Virginia offer Janelle the position, the CSF position Ray wanted? The Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Clarify the Two of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Cups. I'm getting a yes. I feel like she juggled with this. So I'm getting that there is a yes here. So it feels like she juggled with this idea before she made a decision. So it's like she's confident about the decision she made is what I'm getting, because the Queen of Wands is a very confident person. The Knight of Wands could be impulsive at times, but I do feel like at some point she felt impulsive to make a decision, but then she thought it out and she weighed the option, because the Two of Pentacles there is like when you're weighing options. The Wheel of Fortune to me says that she decided to move forward with this person, because the Nine of Cups is a yes for me. So I am getting a yes here, and getting that she feels confident about this decision. So yeah, she possibly did. Well, I'm getting a yes. That's what's coming up. Mmm. She didn't take it. Oh, snaps. So then now it's still open, right? Basically. But I did get a yes for your question. And so that's for you, Ray. Thank you so much. Just you can post. You're welcome. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? You can hear me now? So that means my microphones are working. So you can hear me? How does it sound? I wonder. All right. But now you can, right? All right. So the microphones are working. Oh my God. It's so crazy because yesterday I was in, my microphones are not connecting. All right. So I'm going to keep the microphones on and hopefully, like, it sounds good. I can hear it later. All right. Thank you, Black Widow. All right. So you'll be added to the list. Oh, wait. You already added you. All right. So how is Jay's family going to feel about Jess and Jay being together? I'm so excited. My mic is working. How is Jay's family? How would they feel about them being together? All right. Does it sound clear? The Seven of Swords, the Queen of Wands. I feel like they're gonna be very curious about you, like getting to know you, getting to like just get to know you. Really is what I'm getting. They're viewing you as very beautiful. I only ever met the mom and sisters. Oh wait, you met his mom, so that's serious. Okay, so yeah, I feel like they're just maybe curious, like to get to know you more, or to possibly like see where this goes. Especially since you guys, they probably know. Obviously, they got to know that the connection is no longer, well, that you guys went through a breakup. But they're viewing you as very beautiful, very confident, very outgoing, a social butterfly, someone who's very determined, so successful. Oh, he did. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse? The Knight of Wands. I feel like they're just trying to make sure that he's not making impulsive decisions. I feel like, see, so I feel like when you guys went through that breakup, I do feel like he was like down and out. I don't feel like it was a thing where it was like I decided to cut this off and I'm okay, I'm living my life. I feel like they noticed that he was down. He may have been really sad. His energy may have been like very up and down. So I feel like they're kind of like just wanting to be mindful and respectful of like what he wants, but also just being mindful of like, making sure that he's like, not making stupid decisions. Not that you are a stupid decision, but that he's not just doing things just to do it. Like he's being serious, okay? Um, show me more. The Fool, the World card, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like they're gonna be happy. Honestly, I feel like they're gonna be happy. They're kind of like almost like have like a not a careless attitude, like they don't care, but they're kind of like also saying like, he's grown, he can make the decisions he wants. If this makes him happy, then we support it. If he's feeling good about it, then we're gonna feel good about it too. Like very optimistic energy. um Looking forward to see where this goes, to be honest. And I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles being here, there's some contentment because I feel like you bring some sense of stability towards, like, when it comes to him. So he could have been already changing a little bit before, like when you guys first got together, like even with family. And then when the breakup happened, like he just went back to either old ways or like just was like, I'm getting like angry, agitated. So yeah. How long did you guys date, Jess? Yeah, this is his mom showing up in here. This is the mom of all the queens could be moms, but yeah, I feel like she's gonna feel balanced about it. Like, I feel like it's a care for both of you. Like, she doesn't want anyone to end up hurt here. So I do feel like she's gonna like be supportive, for both sides. So let's see your parents. Did your parents ever ask you like about him? Like 4 months? Oh, that was a nice little while. I remember like being on the channel at the time, but when you were getting readings for this girl, but I mean I wasn't counting how long you was dating him. But I know that it was like going really good. Okay. Let's see, how are Jess' parents gonna feel about her and Jay dating, being together? Yeah, I'm the same way. I like to keep things private, especially from family. Friends too. I was like, I wish I never overshared like my business with M on here, but I don't have regrets. It is what it is because that's the past. I'm focused on the present. So the Three of Swords, the Temperance. I feel like they're gonna tread lightly. I'm not gonna lie. I think your parents are gonna be more so like, we're gonna support this, but we're also gonna tread lightly with him. So a little side eye. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like they'll be vocal about it, to be honest. I think that this is gonna be just them treading lightly internally. Um, them treading lightly because I feel like it has everything to do with your growth. Like I feel like because you have been going through like this growth sprout in front of their eyes, that they're just trying to make sure that, I feel like, parents know no matter what. Whether we tell them stuff or not, they just know. Because even in my grown ass age, my mom just be knowing. And I know she's intuitive, like that's where I get my gifts from. But I'm just, your parents just know. Like my dad will know if I'm dating someone. Like he's not even like, so I feel like they knew that you went through like a heartbreak when it came to this. And maybe this is why they maybe not did not like press the issue. So I do see them kind of treading lightly when it comes to him. They're gonna be supportive, but like I said, treading lightly, just them two not getting too attached. Because sometimes people will get attached to other people's like partners just because they're with them, and then when the breakup happens, then it's like now we're all going through the breakup. So I think that's a part that's coming in too. Show me more. The Ten of Swords in the reverse. The Ace of Cups. And the World. Show me the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, but they could probably tell. I'm telling you, they could tell. Parents know. Like, I used to be like, how the hell does she know? But she will know. And like my dad too. That's why I say like you don't have to tell them. Parents know. They just know. I know when something's wrong with my nephew, and I'm not even his mom. I mean, I know I'm intuitive too, but I don't be in my intuitive, like in my spiritual energy all the time. So, why is it Ten of Swords in the reverse here? Yeah, I get the same energy. So I feel like they're gonna let go of like all right, so how they're seeing it is she's grown, she's making her own decisions. If she wants to date him, we're okay with it, but we're also gonna try lightly when it comes to him. So very observant, just kind of taking baby steps when it comes to him, um but supporting you because the Ace of Cups is here. So I feel like they're gonna like what they see. I feel like as long as things are good, they're gonna be good. If they for any reason, which we're not gonna say that, but if they go left, then they're gonna go left with it too. So the World card to me feels like harmony, fulfillment. So I feel like again it's like I just heard celebration of life. So I feel like as long as you're happy, they're okay with it. As long as you're happy, they're okay with it. I feel like his family is gonna be a lot more like open. Um, because I feel like they know that he was in the wrong. So they're gonna be more open. Where your family may know, yeah, he must have did something wrong. Um, so we're gonna be on her side. So it's kind of like they're both sides are on your side. Not saying that they're against him, but they know that he's most likely the one that caused the breakup. Um, exactly, just yeah. Look, the Knight of Pentacles and the Lovers. So again, what I was saying, kind of being very reserved, I'm gonna say, but as long as they see consistency, I think that the consistency will bring them into more harmony. But I think overall they're gonna be okay with it. They're gonna be happy. But look, the Seven of Swords at the bottom. Yeah, they're gonna be like observant. Um, just again, not wanting to, for they're just being protective of you is what I'm getting. So that's what I have for you, Jess. I hope that was helpful. You're welcome. All right, Bree, are you here? Let me know if you're here. Let me go to the. All right, we could give Bree 4727. All right, so this is for Bree. Should I go the long route and fulfill the requirements for my program instead of applying short student for my number one university choice for the following academic year? Let's see for the first question. The King of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. I'm getting a no here. Um, Yeah, I'm getting a no. I feel like the long route thing is what's standing out to me. So I feel like it's gonna drag for you. The King of Wands is a very like, when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna do it now. Doesn't wait, doesn't, procrastinate, doesn't take the long routes, like overcomes challenges so he doesn't have to like work harder. So I feel like he likes to work smarter, not harder. So I'm definitely getting a no for your first question. It feels like the distance when you're saying like long route, I think that is gonna cause a lot of like emotional and financial loss here, is what I'm getting. So that's for the first one. Your second question: Should I accept the offer for my part-time program of choice this year? Georgian College. Let's see. All right, for Bree's second question. The Four of Wands. Okay. The High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, and the Lovers. It is a big ass yes for me. The Four of Wands for me feels like celebration of life, like celebrations, joy, harmony. It's a card of community. It's a card of like homecoming. It's a card of like happiness. The High Priestess is here, which is all about your intuition, listening to your inner voice. Maybe you've been guided to this. Just pay attention to like your energy, like how do you feel about this. I think energetically or like intuitively you're getting a yes. But and then I also have the Ten of Pentacles, which is about harmony. I'm sorry, not harmony. The Lovers is about harmony. The Ten of Pentacles is about wealth, financial security, emotional security, longevity, long-term success. And then you have the Lovers, which is about harmony, fulfillment. You feeling strong in this energy, like you feeling really powerful. It's more in alignment with you, is what I'm getting. And more in your like um in your values. So that is a definite yes for me. And let's see, the third one: should I accept the offer of for January for my full-time program of choice? I might have to quit my job. Let's see. For Bree. For Bree. Okay, you're getting the Four Wands for this one. The Four of Cups. And the Ten of Wands. I'm getting a no. I feel like I'm leaning towards the second one, because even intuitively, like just pay attention to your intuition. To me, this is reflecting back to that card. Like you could miss out on an opportunity if you were to take this one. Like you taking this opportunity may lead to another missed opportunity, and like burdens, a lot of extra responsibility, harder work. I'm getting just like burdens, like stress. Yeah, look, financial and emotional loss. I think this is what we got in that first question. So I'm going to say no to that one. I'm going to say no to that one. I think that it's just going to add a lot of stress over you. And it could be because I know you mentioned you may have to quit your job, your current job. So yeah, this could be just because you're at that current job now too. Like maybe that's, remember, we're picking up on energy that's current. So that is what I have for you, Bree. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions. All right, next is Black Widow, right? Yeah, Black Widow. And Black Widow, you got goddess messages, right? Let me know. I believe that's what we put up there. Oh, now my thing's shutting down. I haven't had a BLT in a long time. Um, I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. If Black Widow's not here, just you'll post. I'll be right back. All right, Jess, you can post. I was like, oh my god, I have my microphone on me. I hope it muted. They didn't hear me being. Who's in here with us? If Black Widow and this girl not in here, who is? Yeah, I did. I was like, they didn't hear me. I don't even care. I'm washing my hands and stuff. I do not play. Girl, I have a thing with washing my hands like a lot. Like, oh my God. That's why they be dry sometimes. I gotta do my manicure. Girl, hell no. Yo, I'll never forget that. That pig going to fucking. All right. How would Jay's friend feel about us being together? Oh, okay. These are good questions. All right. How would Jay's friends feel about Jess and Jay being together? The Two of Pentacles. Right, where IJ at? He's missing out on the fun. Hi, Ari Love. How are you? Surprised to see you here on a weekday. Just kidding. I usually see you on the weekends. The Hangman. Girl, they're going to be feeling left out. They're going to feel. So I'm getting mixed feelings because I feel like if he's hanging out with them a lot or like giving them a lot of, you tend to give your friends and family more attention than when you're in a relationship, that dies down. So I'm seeing them feeling like, yeah, like he's breadcrumbing them, like he's not spending enough time with them. So I feel like it's gonna be mixed signals with some people here. Again, like him leaving them out in the cold, they're feeling like they're not seeing their friend or hearing from him as much. Show me more. The Hierophant. The Six of Cups. So I feel like they know that. I'm getting, what energy I'm getting? Like they knew that this would possibly happen. So I feel like whoever this friend or two, I'm getting like two friends that are coming in, is people that he has confided in, that he has talked to them about you, the connection itself. I feel like they're not at the least bit surprised. Like I feel like um, they knew that eventually he would try to bring this back. Like they feel like this is meant to be. Like to me, I'm seeing higher level of commitment, so they're seeing it as a long-term success, a long-term relationship. They're seeing, yeah, like the past coming back, but not being surprised of this new opportunity. So I think overall they're gonna be happy, but of course they're gonna feel like we're left out. All right, somebody just donated. All right, the moon. Hi Gypsy, how are you? All right, yeah, you'll be added. Just check the time, the chat. Usually, just posts the list. Ari, the moon. And the page of cups, yeah. So to me, again, with the moon being here, I feel like the moon coming out with the page of cups, to me it feels like it's revealed, like we knew he was gonna eventually try to get back with her. It just happened. And even if he didn't voice it himself, I think just by the conversations he was having, the yeah, like the talks he was having with them, or the things that he was saying or mention here and there, they kind of just knew. Like, I feel like they, maybe he wouldn't admit to them, like, yeah, I still have feelings for her, and but them, they knew that there were, so they're not surprised. So I feel like overall they're gonna feel happy. But yeah, you cut time with your friends. Um, it cuts into like your whole life. Remember, I was mentioning that how I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, I have all of this, I have that, da, da, da. And then it was like, okay, no, this is who I am, and I can have a person in my life, and I can fit them in, and not even fit them in. I will just make them. I can make them a priority because that's what I want. So yeah, yeah, right, exactly, Jess. And thank you, Jess. And don't forget, if you have another question, remember yesterday I offered you one. Um, all right, so Gypsy, you can post love. And how have you been? Oh wait, and don't forget to keep Black Widow on the list. Remember, we forgot Black Widow. Black Widow is actually first. She just left, so I don't know if I'm gonna give her a timestamp. I know she said the goddess messages, but she didn't say we should do a timestamp. So, all right, Libra's feelings towards Gypsy. Let's see. I'm great. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm good. Thank God. Thank God. You know, gotta thank the Lord. All right, got you, Ari. All right, for Gypsy. What are the Libra's feelings towards Gypsy? They communicated this morning. What are the Libra's feelings towards Gypsy? The devil is here. So there's an attachment here with you and him. Show me more. A lot of like, I don't want to say sexual energy because I'm not just getting that. I'm just getting like pure attachment. Um, could be sexual energy, but the strong energy I'm getting is like pure attachment. Like we're still very attached to one another. He's still very attached to you, yeah. So that's why I was, because I'm like, I'm not getting, I don't hyper focus on sexual energy unless it really really comes in. But it could be, right? I'm just not getting that from him only. I'm getting more so like him being attached to you, attached to your energy. I feel like with the sun here, I feel like he's happy to have spoken to you. Yeah, the Knight of Swords, I don't know who reached out to who, but it feels like something kind of like, you ever like think of someone and then suddenly you hear from them. That's been happening to me a lot lately, but I also know I've been like tapping more into like my powers. um because I'm gonna tell you, Jessica tell you, I think for like the last month, like the people that I've been they've been contacting me, you be like, what the fuck? But and I'm talking about past people, so this feels like, I feel like it was like that, like someone here thought about the other, and then boom, the communication happened. I feel like he's feeling happy, he's feeling impulsive to do something, and it is communication, because this the sword the Knight of Swords to me talks about um communication. The Knight of Swords, although impulsive, he is very intelligent, so like it's not like he's making an impulsive decision just on thin air. Like it's based on his knowledge, his logic, how he's feeling, how he's thinking. Show me more. I feel like you're gonna hear from him again, possibly today. The Eight of Cups with the Two of Wands. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Why are you here? The Three of Swords. The distance here, I feel like I asked you this before. I can't remember though. Are you guys at a distance, like physical distance? Like, is it a car ride or you got to get on the plane? Yeah, I'm not surprised. That logic comes in. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You guys are like on, you got to get on a plane. Yeah, I feel like I wish you guys would have met in different circumstances. But I also know that circumstances don't matter. Which I'm gonna post about that later. So make sure you guys watch the videos because they'll be helpful for you guys. Even if you guys are not taking the courses. But to me, like right now, I feel like a long car ride. Okay, that makes sense. So I feel like that the actual physical distance, what I'm getting right, is what causes distance here. I hate to use the word again, but it's what's causing the distance, the emptiness here. I feel like if you guys were closer, where it's like it's easier like access to the person. I don't know why they've been spirit been using easy access lately, but we're gonna go with it. It will be complete like what you're experiencing now. A lot of it has to do because of the physical distance. Is what I'm trying to say. All right. Like, had you guys been in the same city or where it was like a, 10, 15, 20, 30 minute ride, it will be completely, you'll be experiencing something completely different. I feel like the Two of Cups being here, the feelings are still very mutual between you guys. He's still very much attracted to you. I'd give him easy access, right? The love is still there. I do feel like he still feels connected to you, like on a really like deep level. And the Ten of Cups, he still views you as someone that he would have a family with. Like he would have long-term emotional stability, long-term emotional fulfillment, harmony. So he still has those feelings. It's just I feel like too with this devil, like the thoughts. This could be him where he feels like we're at a distance. It's probably never gonna really work, or if it does work, it's gonna be tough. I feel like he goes through those things, and no one is gonna go through those kind of like thoughts or questions if they were not interested in something more. So I feel like he was happy to hear from you. It's just I feel like he has a hard time showing emotions. Um, some people are just stoic and they're just very like militant, and that doesn't mean that they don't care. It's just they don't know how to show emotions. Um, show me more. Show me more. Show me the outcome here. The King of Wands, the Seven of Swords. He treads lightly. I get this energy of him treading lightly. Like I get like I gotta look over my shoulders. I gotta protect myself. I feel like, yeah, he's like, so I feel like he's kind of not kind of, he's thinking about you right now. But I feel like in this energy, it's like I have to think, I have to think, I have to think. I cannot just like jump in. I have to think. I'm afraid. I don't know what to do. I have to watch my back. That's the energy that I get from him, and I don't feel like it has everything. I don't feel like it has anything to do with you. Just his nature. Like I don't know if people have gotten close to him and used him, so it's like he naturally does this, where closeness may, the thing here, the main energy that I get from you guys is like the distance. So it's like he wants the closeness, but it's like because you're at a physical distance from him, he's afraid of putting in like getting that close and then you're still far away. So I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to make that make sense in the way that is coming in, like from his energy. He does think a lot, and I do feel um that with the hangman, he's trying to see things from a different perspective. Okay, so that is an energy that I do get, because the hangman to me is like, I'm not done, I just have to think. But I want to think from a different perspective, like not think just in my own kind of way. So yeah, I see still some progress here, because you have the chariot and the 6 of wands, and like I said, I see some communication that's going to come in from him. So that's what I'm getting. I hope that was helpful. And thank you, Gypsy. I just want to see, did Black Widow ever sing? No, she didn't say the timestamp. So you're welcome. All right, Ari, you can post your question. I was gonna say your letter. You can post your question. Mhm. Okay, as clarity and understanding between you two. All right, so let's see. For Ari and Julie, she needs clarity and understanding, spirit. Oh, way too much. I have a time spirit. Let's see. The devil is here. It's crazy to get the devil on two readings like that back to back on the same spot and get completely different energies. Um, hmm. All right, so this is coming in as a toxic connection. Yeah, I'm getting a toxic connection, and I don't really like to use the word toxic like that too loosely, but with the moon and the hermit here, it's just a lot that you're not seeing, or you're choosing not to see, is what I'm gonna say, because the moon is a card of intuition. It is a card of your subconscious mind, like you knowing deep down that maybe you should not be entertaining this, but you still are, needing to take like steps back from this. Yeah, like needing to disconnect from this connection. And I, for spirit to be coming in to say that, because they usually won't give that type of like message, like, yeah, you need to end this, but that's what I'm getting here, like there's a need to, yeah, like this is, it's a vision, it's gonna, if, all right, the more you continue this connection, the more of a vicious cycle it's gonna be. Okay, the devil is here, so it is both of you that are here in this energy. A lot of back and forth, a lot of like, there's already a sense of like codependency here, right? And starting a connection like that, especially a fresh one, that's not good. Because there is destructive behavior here. The moon is here, which again is all illusions, is mystery, is about dreams, things being revealed that are hidden, right? So there could be more stuff that gets revealed to you, but I feel like with the hermit being here, I feel like things are already being revealed to you and you're choosing to not see them. Like you're going into your hermit mode and you're just like, I'm gonna ignore what I'm seeing outside. Let me see, we've been arguing like cats and dogs every other day, and his friend mentioned in the parking lot that he had been talking about the guy. That's my friend that was at my house for 2 days. He aired him out. I feel like he's terrible to me now. I'm not continuing this anymore, whether he wants to say sorry or not. Yeah. What he was saying about your friend that was there. The death card is here. Show me more, spirit. Girl, look, the 5 of cups. These are all like the death card is not always a negative card when it shows up, especially with like, because it could talk about transformation, new beginnings. But I'm actually getting ending this. The death card is here, so again, like ending something so that something better can come in. Um, or maybe like even right now, just disconnecting from this connection, and then if things get better in the future. But the way things are at this current time, I feel like the more you put into this connection, the more regretful you're going to be. There's a sense of loss here, grief. Um, there's a sense of like disappointments. The King of Swords is here, so he's coming in as someone that's very head over heart. Could be very cold. Um, Give me 1 second. So I do feel like he's coming in as being very cold. Um, Not very emotional, just kind of like, yeah, just cold. Let me get anything else he needs to know. Wait, what is FSKOW? The 9 of Cups. Yeah, yeah. There's like loss here. I again, spirit usually is like, you make up your own decisions, but I feel like they're being very adamant of like putting a stop to this because there's emotional loss here. So I feel like, I mean, I can't say if he liked you or not because I didn't ask that, but oh, feel some kind of way. Yeah, so I can't really say. I mean, if he's telling his friend he felt some type of way, that tells me there was interest there. I just feel like it's a toxic connection. It's starting off toxic, and I believe I was it you? No, I don't know who. It may not have been you, but maybe this was you where I said if things continued like this, you would end up in a toxic cycle, right? So it's like we have to remember that we're in control of certain things. And the more you entertain the BS and the toxicity, you're just creating toxic cycles. It's not always the other person because you're entertaining it too. So that's what I'm getting. Like there's a energy here where it's like I feel like there was potential at some point. And I mean, wait, sorry, I took my mic off. Things can change because you're the one who decides what happens, right? Even regardless of a reading, we're just reading on the current energy, but it does feel like things have gotten to a point where they're not healthy. So that's what I'm getting. It feels like a non-healthy connection right now, but like I said, you have the power to change things. It's just, just remember it's still early on to be arguing every other day. That's kind of crazy. I feel like he keep arguing with me in the parking lot. Oh my god. And y'all not even together. That's the crazy thing. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Ari Boo. I hope that was helpful. Very crazy card. Very crazy energy. I don't think he's dangerous though. I mean, I'm not getting that he's dangerous. You would know. I mean, if you feel like he's dangerous and you feel like he's dangerous. Oh, it's the first argument? Yeah. Oh wait, I thought you said you guys were arguing every other day. I may have read that wrong. I may have read that wrong. I'm looking for my chapstick. My lips are dry. I don't know where my chapstick is at. Okay, Gypsy. No problem. Down standing at the top of. No way. Wait. When the guy came over, his head was down. Yo. Mm-mm. Didn't I say, wait, was I feel like it was you where I said if too close to home was a person. If too close to home was a person, yo. Yo. I swear. I remember saying that. I said if too close to home was a person. Because that's crazy. Thank you, Gypsy. Yo, that's hilarious. Jess, you can post. How old is he? I think you guys are in your 20s. Listen, in my 20s, I did a lot of crazy shit. Like the way I am now, it's not who I was in the past. He's 23. Yeah, he's young. And I told your ass to just ask a question, Jess. You don't listen. Yo, Ray, where the fuck T Boy at? Alright, so tomorrow, Jess, you know what is crazy? Last night when I went to sleep, I was like, I feel like I forgot to do something this week, right? And I was just like, what was it? And then this morning it hit me. I said, I never scheduled our evening saturation session, and none of them told me anything either. With two kids, oh hell nah. Nah. And you don't have no kids? And no. No. Fuck that. That's the one that I'm gonna tell you, hell nah. Like, you don't got no kids, then hell no. I don't have no kids, so I don't even date men that have kids. And I'm 38. I forget that I'm 38, y'all. So yeah, no. Mm-mm. You got one kid, yeah, okay. Does he? Is it two baby mamas? Okay, you have a kid, so all right. I'm not too mad at that. Not that I have anything against people that have kids, but I just don't want the. I've dated people with kids, and y'all, I just don't want the extra responsibility at all. Everybody says that, and I look a lot younger too. Not to brag, but I think it's just my spirit. Oh, 1 p.m. Okay, that's not too bad. How old are the kids? Yeah, I have my I have my non-negotiables. Last year I was like, you know what? Just know I dated. We went out in like 2 3 days. He was a little older than me, and he had 4 kids. They were older. But then I was like, yo, I gotta split my time with 4 kids, like all from the same mom. But that's an added layer that I'm like, you know what? I don't want it. My ex, he only had one kid, one daughter, one BM, obviously, but he was a deadbeat. And when I found out he was a deadbeat, it was like, and he even told me, he's like, you be trying to insinuate like I'm a deadbeat. I said, I ain't never call you a deadbeat, but I'm a question when I feel like you haven't seen your daughter in 3 weeks. Like a 2 year and a 4 year old. Oh yeah, that's young. From words from my guy best friend, if they're under 5, they're probably still fucking around. It's like, nah, let me not put that in y'all head. But yeah, like I was like, bro, because this is the thing. My ex used to travel for work, so he would be gone for like 2 months, sometimes even like close to 3. And then I'm like, the first thing you do, you went out to AC with the guys, or like even like coming like the first time that we dated. I mean, when we dated, and the first time that he came to visit, I mean, not to visit, but to be here for like 3 weeks. I'm the first person he saw. Like we went out, we was gone for the whole weekend, and then at first I didn't say shit because I didn't really like think of it. But then the next few times I was like, um, you've been gone for all this time and you ain't even planning nothing for your daughter's birthday. You're welcome, my love. And you ain't planning nothing for your daughter's birthday. Like I used to be like, what the fuck? Like you be going like you'll be going away to work and make money, and you don't be having no money. Like, girl, yeah, the one day he was like, oh, I feel like you calling me a deadbeat, like you're disrespecting my daughter by saying that. I'm like, don't try to switch that shit up. Do not put words in my mouth because I never disrespected your daughter. But I'm a question how you're going away on Christmas Day. This is when he was. I'll call him his. That's what was the ending of our relationship. I got stories, y'all, where I was like, he had hit me up and he's like, oh, I just want to, this wasn't planned with, like, I didn't really plan this. Like, my mom just added me to a family trip on Christmas Day. And then I was like, is a cruise. Mind you, he had told me that his ex, that her family goes on cruises. So I was like, hold the fuck up. I remember telling him like 2 weeks later, because I was just like, notating shit, right? I'm like, okay, because now he was working local. He was no longer going away. And I'm like, now I'm starting to see patterns with him. And I was like, I remember the one day he was like, so I used to fucking scope. Like I used to go through the internet. And that day he invited me to his friend's daughter's birthday. I was sick that day. It was on a Friday. I was sick that day. And the ex is at the party. And I was like, you know what? You can stay with your trash. Like, you could stay with your trash. And then he was like, oh, like my friend's baby mama invited her, da da da, blah blah blah, like lying, right? And I was like, well, your fucking family and your friends need to know that we're together. So why the fuck is she being invited unless they were friends? And you told me that they wasn't friends because supposedly nobody likes her. And he was like, no, you're right, like all this stuff, right? That day he comes pick me up, mind you, and he was like, he like pulled up on me and he was like, "Oh, let me just take you out. Um, let's talk or whatever." I'm like, "Okay." He came to see me, y'all. I can't even. Let me tell y'all, this man. He had his daughter that weekend, right? This man tells me, "Wait, was it that weekend?" I'm trying to think because I feel like I'm getting my weekends mixed up. Yeah, it was that weekend because I remember like I was like, yo, I'm so done with him. And I had him blocked on everything. And he called me from a fake number that Sunday. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna go pick you up and this, that, and the third. And like I'm talking about like this man was calling me at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And I know it was him because like who the fuck is gonna call me at that time? And y'all, let me tell you what this motherfucker did. So he came over here. He brought me breakfast, right? And we had spoke for a little bit. He's like, "Oh, after I drop off 9, he was like, I'm gonna come pick you up. I'm gonna take you out to dinner." So I was like, "Okay, whatever." And he was like, "Oh, like I swear," like he was like making like swearing on his daughter that he was not with this girl. Like he was like she was just there. Like we have like the same friend circle. Like you already knew that. Da da da. Whatever. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. But mind you, at this time I'm already kind of done with him. But I'm like, I'm gonna hear you out. It's still hard to break up with somebody all the way. So while he's bringing me breakfast and shit like that, like I think like 2 weeks later, that's when everything kind of just like came out in the open. Y'all, there was times where he would be like bring me like lunch and stuff like that while I had clients or like do like little shit, right? You want to know who had his daughter? That wasn't even his baby mama. the ex. Well, I still call her the ex because that's how he always called her. Well, that's how he, you know, that's who he said she was, his ex. So she will always be his ex, right? She would have his daughter. There was times where we went out and he'll be like, "No, my mom wanted to take her out," and no, the ex had his daughter. And again, that's not his BM. So that just goes to tell you, like, people be playing fucking games. So yeah, I'm good. Um, so yeah, when I found out that stuff, and then I'm like, you going on a cruise on Christmas weekend? Like, you're gonna be away for 2 weeks, and you got your daughter supposedly that week. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, how are you gonna miss out on your daughter's week? I'm like, so is she going on the trip? No, because my baby mom don't let me take her out of the country, like out of the state. I'm like, this don't make no sense. Like, it was not making sense, yo. And I remember that day, so he picked me up to go to dinner. I remember telling him, he called me, he was like, "Yeah, I'm on my way." And I was like, "I'm gonna tell you something." I said, "Don't let me fucking find out that you're going on a cruise with that bitch and her family." And he just stood quiet. And in that same breath, he said, "Oh, I didn't even tell you, like, I'm not even gonna go on the cruise. Like, I told my mom I'm not gonna go." Right then and there, I was like, yeah, he gave it up. That's who he was going with. So I broke things off with him after that. And yeah, like I want to say like a week later, all hell broke loose with him, and it was just a mess. Like, so yeah, that was my story time for today. Of how I would like, yeah, that day he was like I was like, yo, you are really like a mess. Like, going on a cruise with someone that you talk so badly about and missing out on your daughter time. Like, I see why she called you a deadbeat, because she used to call him a deadbeat. And again, not his baby mama, but yeah. Hi, Gabriela, how are you? So yeah, that was a mess. I was on Becca's channel at the time. Just that was crazy. Let's see. So for just, let me go back to your question. That was a little story time. I feel like lately, because I have been saying, and Gabriela, you're gonna hear about this in the, especially in the course, but I could talk about it a little bit here. I'm actually gonna make a video about it. I feel like because I've been saying, like, I've been like using revision affirmations, like always has been, like always been. Um, yo, he's been coming up in my 3D, like he's been coming up in my awareness, and I'm like, I don't want to think about you. Like, why are you in my awareness? Um, so yeah. Wait, Jess, can you post your question again? I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it. T-Boy missing the T. Oh, wait, I want to know about me and Jay's date. Never mind. So Jess wants to know about her and Jay's date. Yeah. Tell us about Jess and Jay's date. Like their first date. Their first date. Not technically their first, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah? 1 second. That's good, Gabriela, because I'm gonna tell you something. They could be triggering. For me, they are, and I'm gonna admit that. Like when I'm really like consciously, like especially now that you're gonna be more in like we're always manifesting, but now that you're gonna be consciously manifesting, or you have already kind of sort of been getting into it, sometimes getting a reading can cause you to kind of like feel like what the fuck. Um, Jess, I always tell her I admire her because she already has built a strong like I think because you've been conscious manifesting like specifically just for like a while now. So I think that you're kind of like you already get into that zone. For me, I'd be triggered. And woke up craving one, yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense because that's happened to me. Like, girl, because when you're used, so that's like your old self coming back in. Because right now you're kind of like shifting the gear. So we get honestly, most of us get reading because it's just a habit. So when you cut that habit, it's like, oh my god, staying put. It's like an addiction. It is an addiction. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, like because I have found myself where I was getting readings all day, every day, you know. So I think that just you too, but you know what too, just you only go to one person. Like even when you were getting readings from this girl, from Becca, it was like you were it was like me and Becca. It wasn't damn, the card just flipped and it went back. Where is it at? I know it's here. Okay, here it goes. Um you don't go to too many people, so you know, because when you go to too many people and you're getting too much feedback on the same question or the same stuff, like that gets confusing. So yeah, I get it. I get exactly what you're saying, Gabriela. So and we'll talk about that stuff too. But I got a few things that I'm gonna put out so y'all can watch them before, especially before the course, to understand a little bit. But I'll be going more into details in the course, of course. Um, Show me more. So the Ace of Cups is here, Jess. I feel like it's gonna be um I feel like intimate. Like an intimate by something that maybe you guys I don't know if you guys have done this before or not, but like it feels like a late night dinner. Like it's gonna be at night. I'm getting at night, not like 10 o'clock at night, but you get what I'm saying, like in the evening. Um yeah, you don't just yeah, and that's the good thing because sometimes people read things differently. So yeah, that's why I say I admit I'm very transparent with y'all. I'll be like, oh my god, Jess, I got another reading. She'd be like, girl, stop. The Three of Wands, you know what I get with this? Like I feel like yeah, it could be like a late dinner, like evening, like you guys going out and then like going out into town, like or maybe like you guys I'm picturing what I have like what we have here in Philly called Penn's Landing, where there are like little mini restaurants around there, but there's also like downtown where there's the restaurants, but then like Penn's Landing has like it's kind of like our pier, right? And there's like music playing. There's like this little area where there's like hammocks where people be on. I think they still have like the carnival little section. They sell like ice cream, they sell drinks, they sell like a bunch of little like food trucks. Like so, going to a dinner and then going out to something like that outdoor where you're walking and there's like people around. There could be like water around. Yeah, I do. Yo, that's why I don't do it because just know I be triggered. I can admit that I'm a fucking crazy person when it comes to that. So I'd be like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, the strength card is here. Um, I feel I'm gonna get another card on this. Show me the strength card. I'm getting like talking, like sitting down and talking outdoors. So definitely going to dinner and then like going somewhere. Like again, I'm getting that same energy, like where what we would call Penn's Landing, just sitting out there and just talking, like kind of just like having deep conversations that could last up until the morning. So like this could be like where you guys go out at like 7, 8 o'clock at night and then don't get home till like early morning, or even if it's just like sitting outside in the car talking like for long hours is what I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting like a long and extended date. Damn, I'm hot as shit right now. The Queen of Swords. Girl, the King of Swords. What did I say? Conversation. Let me tell you, like, we know how to have long. Yeah, you do. So there you go. This is like you both just look. Y'all are facing each other, and you're just opening up. Like, to me, like the damn, my nails are so ghetto right now. They're very logical. They're very intelligent. They speak their truth. They're very clear in communication. So like very like opening up a lot. Both of you opening up a lot. Being very straightforward. Um, very straightforward and very open. I just get a lot of openness. Like the Three of Pentacles. I feel like you guys will definitely plan your next date. On that first date. Um, well, the first date this time around. You guys will definitely be planning for the next date and making future plans in general. Like you guys could be saying like, yeah, well, we could go do this and we're gonna go do that, and yeah, we could definitely do this, and I've been wanting to do this, so can we go do that? And like just making plans is what I get here. The King of Cups. With the Ten of Cups, I feel like he's definitely, if he doesn't mention it, he's definitely gonna leave that date feeling like, not that he doesn't already, but the date is gonna really solidify like where this is going. Like as far as like a long term commitment, like him being, I definitely feel like the date is gonna open him up a lot more emotionally. So yeah, very like good energy. So that is what I'm getting, Jess. Black Widow, just give me a second, guys. I have to order my dad's food. So just 1 second. I'm still here though. And Black Widow, you wanted the goddess messages, right? Where is my app real quick? You're welcome, Jess. And if you have another question, let me know. All right, got you, Boo. Make sure you guys like the stream for me, please, and thank you. Mm. So I'll be right with you. Oh wait, I almost forgot something. Um, all right. All right, Black Widow, let's do this. My bad. All right, this is for Black Widow. This is for Black Widow. Some people are going to get it, and that's some people aren't going to get it, and that's okay. No matter what, do it at your own pace. You know, just acting like a lady while thinking like a boss. Come on. Your sexuality is divine. Always trust yourself. Girl, soon you will need to calm the paparazzi. That means you're going to be getting a lot of attention soon. Tell yourself, I no longer strive for success. I am success, because that's a fact. Sis, you are here to take over the world. What are you waiting for? Trust, a mentor is coming your way. Look around. Girl, you know playing it small was canceled a long time ago. Girl, that crown always looks good on you. Girl, you always make everything look so effortless. Girl, just go with your flow and watch the magic happen before your eyes. Ambition is great, my love, especially when it's aligned with something you really want. You got an extra one. The world needs you just the way you are. You are pure fairy dust. And get it together. Stand up and try again and again. So that is for you, Black Widow. Yo, around this time in the summer, it just gets so hot. Like, I don't know what happens, but it just, yeah, it's a different kind of hot. It's a different kind of heat. All right, Gypsy Boo, it is your turn. And Black Widow, thank you so much, my love. Wait, Black Widow, are you here? Did I just do them without her being here? Oh my God. Oh wait, Black Widow, you are here. You're welcome. Have a great day, my love. If I don't see you again. All right, take your time. Why that song came to my head, Jazz? What the fuck? You know what? I always randomly sing that song anyways because it reminds me of my man. So, you know, I like it better with Chris Brown on it. I don't really care for the song, but I like it with Chris Brown on it. I was extremely vulnerable. Okay, like if you being extremely vulnerable, that like change his view, basically change his perception. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's what you want to know, right? If you being extremely um vulnerable affect his perception of you. All right, Ray, we'll add you. She just donated. Just you could add her. Okay, got you. All right, let's see. You know what? I want to switch to decks. Hold on. This is Modern Witch Tarot deck. Was either my first tarot deck or my second one, because I think the purple little one that I have was the first one. No, this was the first one. I bought the purple one to clarify, and that's when I didn't even know how to clarify stuff. Let me shuffle some more. All right, just to be vulnerable. Hold on, let me go back. Okay. All right. Perception of her. Did that affect his perception of her? What? If Gypsy being vulnerable affect Libra's perception of her. Okay. The King of Pentacles, the Tower. The Death card. Give me one more. Come on. I feel like it did, but more in a, not in a bad way. I feel like maybe you have come off to him as more like non-emotional, um, like not really open. And I feel like, yeah, he's seeing a more vulnerable side of you, but in a good way. Like, how I can say, it's like he's not taking it bad, okay? So if you're thinking like, did it change his perception of you like in a bad way? No, I'm gonna say no. If anything, he's viewing you as more open emotionally. um I feel like that is something that I'm getting honorable. So I don't know if he is, I'm gonna get one more for this tower. If he like feels like maybe like sometimes you could be a little cold or practical. So seeing the side of you, yeah, it's like something new for him. Yeah, look, he's very curious about it. Like it has him open. It has him open because, yeah, again, it's like maybe in the past you have come up as a little cold, very practical, maybe stoic, logical. And you know, he knows he can be that way. So there is a lot of curiosity around this. So I'm gonna say, did it change the perception of how he's viewing you, like his perception of you? I'm gonna say yes, but in a good way. Just give me one more. How's he viewing her? Girl, the moon tried to come out. I feel like he's viewing, like it's a mystery to him. Like the Nine of Wands, yeah, vulnerable. Again, you put the sword down, you put the wand down. Um, so I do feel like he, yeah, he's seeing like a more, I want to say like softer side of you. So yeah, it did change, but in a good way. So that's what I have for you, love. I hope that was helpful. But just I normally am. Like what, like a little bit more cold. That makes sense. I told him that I was upset that I felt like I needed his support, which I never do that. I never admit for me to feel like I needed that. I felt neglected. Yes, cold. Keep your problems to yourself. Yeah, so this is like a new territory for him. So that makes sense why that tower was there. It was just like, it was like an unexpected thing for him. You know, the tower is not always a bad thing. You know, the tower sometimes is good because it breaks down barriers, and it's just like, you know what, like maybe this can make your foundation a little stronger because you're being open. You know, some people when they think you're, when you're the strong person, or like the strong friend, or you know, even like, I think that people neglect us, like, and I say us because I feel like that with me. Like I feel like I don't want nobody to look at me as strong. I don't want to be identified as a strong person or a strong woman. And not because, let me take that back. View me as a strong person, but don't, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when people tend to be like, you're such a strong person, like I feel like it comes with the connotation of the bullshit you've been through. So yeah, came to him because I felt like in the past I felt safe with talking to him, and I needed that from him this in this time. Yeah. It's, yeah, it's, you have to just work on like feeling safe within self, because I can tell you that that was my thing. And I feel like that's why, you know, certain things happened, you know, to me in the recent past, because I was so afraid of letting people get too close, that I feel like in a way, like, you know, you self-sabotage. So just work on that. Like I always tell myself that I'm safe, that it's safe for me to like open up, it's safe for me to like, have people close to me, like, have that closeness with people. Because I feel like after my last relationship, the one I was telling you about earlier, I emotionally closed off to everyone around me. So it wasn't just to like romantic partners, it was literally to everyone around me. And it wasn't until like late 2023 where I was like really getting back into like, you know, focusing on the good stuff, like, affirming and manifesting, and like just really focusing on me and like my growth and like my weight. And, because I wanted to lose weight and like eating healthy and like just taking care of myself, just like doing things that made me happy. And I feel like that's when I was able to like kind of open up. But I failed to kind of like work on the relationship part of stuff. So yeah. All right. So for Ray, let me go back. Doing like three. No, you're good. Um, I know sometimes we have a lot of questions. I be feeling like that too. It's yeah. All right. So for Ray, has the CCEIS team submitted the final candidate names to HR? Let's see. For Ray. For Ray. Have they said, has the CCEIS team submitted the final candidate's name? Candidate names to HR. Look, the Queen of Wands. We're getting the Queen of Wands again in a different deck. Hold on. We almost got the Knight of Cups again. The World. And the Hermit. I don't feel like they have. I feel like they're almost there. Like to me, because the World card is telling me they're, again, I'm getting confident in what the information they have. The World talks about the fulfillment, right? Something being completed, a task being completed. But the Hermit is here. So let me clarify the Hermit. The King of Wands and the Page of and the Page of Wands. So a lot of action being taken here behind the scenes. I want to say not 100% yet, but I feel like the end of the week will be tomorrow. So I feel like by tomorrow or Monday they will. Because if you look at this, she's like closing a laptop. So yeah, I feel like right now at this current moment they haven't, but by the end of tomorrow they will. I feel like by the end of tomorrow they will. Um, yeah, and I'm seeing people working together here. So being on the same page. So yeah, that's what I have for you, Ray. I hope that was helpful. I gotta definitely do a manicure. My nails are crusty. Oh, I'm hot. Let me respond to this client. Girl, do you know that I was messing with this mic yesterday? I was saying my mic is not working. Like it's not working because it didn't connect to the Bluetooth. So I guess it doesn't need to. As long as I connect the adapter to the phone. I don't know what made me connect that adapter today. When you was like, I can't hear you, then I was like, wait. And then when I turned on the mic, you was like, yeah, I can hear you. I was like, hold up. Hold up. Let's try this again. Oh my God. Crazy. So it doesn't sound like staticky and stuff. Good. Um, like they're little mics. It came with two. Let me see if I turn this one off. It will still work. The other one. Can you still hear me? I've seen a lot of vloggers have these little baby mics. Um, and it comes with this little fuzzy thing to put on it. So, I'm gonna have my nephew on the mic later. I'm gonna connect the mic to like where he sits at and play the game so I can hear him. Cause he be cursing. My sister was like, "Yo, you didn't hear him cursing?" I'm like, "No, I'm upstairs." He be cursing a lot when he play that game. And he's like, "Yo," I be laughing because I'm like, "Yo, you really are the star in the room," because he just gets on. He be like, "All right, I'm about to cook y'all." And they be letting him. And I'm like, you go on and you're automatically the team leader. Like, what? Then I was asking him the other day, I was like, so from your crew, who's the team leader? There's always a team leader. So, and he was like, no, we just play the same role. I was like, oh, okay, so no one is the leader. He was like, no. Why would that happen? And I was like, well, I don't know. Like in crews, there usually is like someone that kind of takes the leader role. He was so mad at me for asking him that too. My sister was laughing. She's like, damn, you act like she cursed you out. That boy, let me tell you, he's me and my sister, we say like he's going through like puberty because oh my God, that my mom was like, girl, she calls him Cotton Ball. She's like, Cotton Ball was he had an attitude this morning. I was like, yeah, I told y'all need to whoop his ass. We was dying. I told him, so I'm just he's almost my height, right? He's almost my height. So I'm like, I'm just waiting for you. I be messing with I'm like, I'm waiting for you to I'm not waiting for you to be my height. Cause it's gonna be belt to ass. He be laughing. He be like, okay. All right, let me go grab this real quick. All right, how did he feel about what I said? All right, I got you, Gypsy. I'm gonna be right back. I just gotta take care of this real quick. Like when I said I came to him because he was okay. Got you, Gypsy. All right, I'll be right back. Wait, let me see. Let me read. It wasn't all sweet. I was mad because I'm just tired of him pushing me away. I know it's because, but that's not a reason to close me out. Yeah, I agree. I don't. I'll never get it. I mean, I get it to a certain extent because we create people. I've got a video that's gonna come that I'm putting out later, which is everyone is you pushed out. Like we give people their roles and they'll show up that way, and that's what happens. So I feel like because I know that, like being consciously awake, um, people show up the way we describe them to show up. So, and it could have just been one time where an inconsistency happened and we just kind of just stood there and we just stood there and we just stood there and we kept going back to that same thing. It goes back to like the girl that I saw on Instagram where she said an emotion only lasts 90 seconds, but we attach a feeling to it. The feeling is what continues to live on, not the emotion. So that's how, even with consciously manifesting, you learn that it could have just been one time that the person showed an inconsistency that could have been a pattern from your past, had nothing to do with them, and we just persisted in that version of them, and that's who keeps showing up. So let's see. I want to see, how did he feel about what she said? Like when she said she came to him because he was a safe space. Like, how did he feel about that spirit? The King of Cups, yeah, I feel like you pull some heartstrings here. Because this is an emotional balance king. He's very emotionally open, emotionally stable. He is also very emotionally supportive. So very compassionate, very empathetic. Um, show me more. The Ten of Cups. That tried to flip, but it didn't. So I'm gonna take it how it landed. And the Moon. Yeah, I feel like it was unexpected to him. So I feel like it made him, yeah, like it, I'm telling you, pulled heartstrings. And I think that this is something he's not used to, because even if you were not the nicest to him, is like, oh my God, like I've never seen her in this energy, like, or I'm not used to this. I feel like it's more so to him. You know what I'm getting? How I'm gonna word this the way I need to word it. Hold on. You must be really going through it for you to even show this side of you. Like he's like, she must be really going through it because she will never ever show the side of her in the open. Okay. The moon is here. Show me the moon. All right, we got the Knight of Pentacles, the Four Cups with the Page of Wands. He's contemplating a lot on what to say next. Um, yeah, I'm getting contemplation. Um, he's like I feel like right now, like he may have been thinking like to say something, but he's like reevaluating what he's gonna say. So I'm getting like overthinking of what to say. With the moon and Knight of Pentacles, I do see him showing up or wanting to show up with some more consistent energy. Like I think whatever you told him has like opened his eyes to the fact that he's not very consistent or responsible person when it comes to you. So that's coming out in the forefront for him right now. Show me more. The Ten of Wands. Yeah, this guy is like in his feelings, and I feel like the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. With the Ten of Wands, I won't lie, I think that he did feel whatever you told him, like everything that you told him, he's definitely thinking about it and definitely contemplating on what to do next. And I feel like it made him see himself in a not so great light, because a Ten of Wands, he's feeling burdened emotionally, not because of you or what you yeah, because of what you said, but more so like what it brought to his awareness. So you brought like, I don't know if he like goes around, because earlier he did come out as the King of Pentacles. Like he could possibly go around where he's just like, I don't do anything wrong. Like I do the best that I can, and that's that, right? So he may be feeling like on a day to day he's doing the best that he can. He is, doing as much as he can, and that's just that, right? Which could be a little selfish, right? Because sometimes our people do need us, and I think that he's realizing that he's not really there for you. And again, for you to just come out and tell him that, like, you're just not in a good place, because you would never show this side of you. The Seven of Pentacles is here, so for me this feels like this is like contemplating on what he's gonna do long term wise. Like, even if it is to tell you, like, you know what, I don't think I can be that support for you, right? But for me, the Seven of Pentacles does show him wanting to invest more into you. The Ten of Pentacles is here, so it does come in. This does talk about feeling like, security, like long term security, having long term success. This is also a card of contribution, so it's like he wants to contribute more into like being there for you, because again, you would never have opened up in this way had you not felt terrible. So he knows, like, even she may feel even more terrible than she's even saying. Um, show me more. He tries to keep his feelings in the tuck too. That's the thing about him. The Five of Swords in the reverse. Look, exactly what I said. He wants to like show up for you. The Five of Swords in the reverse, to me, because in the upper it talks about conflict. I feel like there's a desire here. Um, a desire to like make amends with you, even if you guys are not at odds or like you haven't been fighting, right? But just making amends to again be there for you, because he is a leader and he knows that, and he should be showing up as a leader, or at least he knows that he should be showing up as a leader, being supportive, being reliable, um, being a protector. So I do feel like, again, I think that how he's feeling is like it just opened up his eyes again, like his awareness now is like, damn, I'm not really that supportive as I think I am. Um, and the Two of Cups is here. I think you're right, because he was finally answering, even if it was saying, "You're welcome." Yeah, yeah, and I feel like I don't think he. This may be something that he didn't even know to how to do in the past, right? Because again, I think that different people bring out different sides of you, and I feel like different situations bring out different sides of you. So if this would have been in the reverse, I would have been like, yeah, he's focused on him, how he's feeling. But no, he's taking into consideration like how you're feeling and how he's showing up for you. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, I feel like this made the connection stronger. I'm gonna dare myself to say that is what I'm getting. Like this just kind of, yeah, it took a turn, but I think it's going in the right direction because he's at least like wanting to try. I don't think he knows how to be that person, but I feel like he's willing to try the best that he can or figure out how to do it. So I feel like overall, like I think that he's definitely feeling empathetic when it comes to you, and wanting to be there more, but also just like, looking at himself and being like, yo, I really am not that great of a person. I guess I'm not that great of a person. Um, and sometimes people, I was just saying this because like I don't know if y'all seen the whole issue with Haley, Hallie, damn, I just like confused myself. And DDG, her baby dad, and like well, her son's father, and how like all his friends are like coming out and they're like saying like, he's just this great person. I'm like, a person could be great to you as a friend, as a family member, but they could be a shitty ass partner. Like two things can be right, So I think that he may show up for certain situations and people, but then there's other things that he neglects, and I feel like that's where that was coming from. Hi, Ajay. There is no free yes or no's, love. Some people like me. I know some people probably be like, she'll never be around, and I'm like, I don't want to be around. But there's other people that I do show up for because I feel like one, they show up for me, and two, I'm gonna show up for who I want to show up for because sometimes people are draining. It's finding sunny out. It's hot as shit over here. This live is for paid. I mean, yeah, paid. Damn, I got confused. I'm eating some food. Mhm. Yeah, I think it's hard, but I think you should change your perception of him. That's why I'm gonna put out some videos. Y'all should watch them. Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense. This is salty. So Popeyes had a buy one get one free of chicken tenders, like the order. So I was like, you know what? I'll just get that for dinner. Yeah, I'm eating dinner super early, y'all. Cause then I'll just snack later. Like I'll just eat a snack. Um, I do this when I get back in my fitness bag. And they're salty. I don't know. Lately, I've been noticing a sensitivity to saltiness. hmm Just if you lived in a Puerto Rican household, most older people cook really early. Yeah, I get it, Gypsy. I'm. That's why I'm like. That's why when I was saying like where I was emotionally closed off, when I started to open up back up again, I knew who to open up to because they were there. Like they made time for me. They would check up on me. You know, I know some friends we're not gonna talk all the time, but when you just like be so dismissive of people's like situations and then you expect people to be there constantly for you, no. And I'm not big on even with like my regular like my day-to-day friends, like just know I say that all the time. I'll be telling her too, like if you see me like doing a little too much, you need to tell me, like you need to it just tells me anyway. Um yeah, me too, just but you know what, today I was like fucking because I want to work out later and then I'm gonna have me like a good ass fruit salad. Um but you have people too that want to come to you all the time and they're in constant need of like support, but then they're not doing anything to change their circumstances. And it's like, yo, like I don't mind being there for people, but now we've been doing this for a few months and you still haven't changed your like tried because even if you're trying, because it takes, I always say like it takes practice to get into like a certain have a certain like, discipline, right? But when you are like constantly in need of validation, or you want to talk about the same stuff, like my best friends know, I'll be like, girl, we let me tell you. As a matter of fact, I can give you an example. I don't know, my best friend is watching, but I know she don't care. Yeah, I don't know her. I mean, I've seen her, but she has not brought up her ex to me, right? So because a few weeks ago, I woke up to a message from her saying like, it was, what, it was right before Mother's Day, and I said, girl, it is 2025. You left that man in 2024. Why are we still talking about him? Like, it's 2025. Move on. Like, let's keep him up, because the more you keep something in your awareness, the more it's gonna stay there. Yes, just yeah, exactly. What's funny, just when you text me today, I literally was like, I'm about to text Jess and tell her, our little sceneries that we say. And then I had breakfast, and then you text me a little bit after that. So yeah, my brain been braining. Ciao. Mhm. Yeah, I was like, we're not doing that. Wait, I already did your question, Ray. I thought you were in here. Just rewind back, because I don't even know the timing of it, because I thought you were in here. Right, I'm the same way too, Jess. That's why we so cool. Okay, yeah, I'm the same way too. And like, even like, Jess, when I tell you I wasn't consciously manifesting something specific, I don't think I recall like burdening you with it, because I was just like, no, like I don't want to. Like I don't want to burden myself with it. Hi, Sun Card. Yes, the list is still open. I'm just eating while talking. All right, you can pose your question, Sun Card. Yo, not everyone is comfortable with silence, and that's something too. Like, people that get too like crazy when it comes to that, it's like, you gotta chill out. You're not my man. Now, my man, I want you up my ass all day. Say now, let me. Well, my man, I want to be your only fucking thought. That's how I am too, Gypsy. With my best friend, like we'll be on Facetime, just like sending each other fucking memes. What's the energy with eating at this time? With his energy again. All right, let's see. Listen, I do hair and makeup, and I have some clients that sit in silence. Some of them be sleeping in my chair, and then you have the talkers. So I mentally prepare myself for my talkers because I'm not really a person that talks a lot either. So I mean, sometimes yeah, like because you're interacting, stuff like that. But then sometimes you have some that are just asking a billion questions, and then it's like, bro, can you just chill today? Like, can you just like chill? Honestly, I love you and everything, but can you just chill today? So yeah, it's like whenever I get on an Uber, like some people will shut the fuck up, and then some drivers want to talk to you the whole time, and it's like, bro, you don't see me with my earphones in. Yeah, the clients, you never know what you're gonna get. I kind of know, but like when you have your loyals, then you kind of, like I said, you know who the talkative ones are. Girl, but that's the thing. They be wanting to interact, and it's like sometimes I'm just like, I could barely hear through over the blow dryer. Nah, but for the most part, I like I said, I know what I'm getting into. Yeah, a lot of my clients nap. They be like dipping. They nap. A lot of them. What's the energy with Didi Spirit? What's the energy with Didi at this time? Sun card is being bombarded with his energy. The Five of Swords, the Ace of Swords. I feel like he's trying to gain some type of mental clarity. Um, so this is why you could be feeling his energy. Like, when you think, yeah, when you think about a past situation, and I'm saying this because it reminded me of something that I noticed about me yesterday. Um, when we were talking about this sun card, when you're like focused on something and then you start to see like some bullshit show up. So I feel like he's trying, what you're getting is, and just remember, you can only feel his energy if you allow it, right? Because it's your world, you create whatever's in it. So but I do feel like to a certain capacity, he's trying to gain some clarity of something that maybe you said in the past, nothing bad, but like I feel like, again, when you look at a past situation, a conversation, and you start to pick things apart, and then you're like, wait, what did she mean by that? Like, that's what I'm getting from him. Like, there's something that he's feeling confused about. Um, show me. Yeah, it's with his emotions. Because I'm just asking, like, what is it? I feel like he's in his feelings when it comes to you. And I think emotionally, he's trying to figure something out. So, like, he could also be just, another thing, too, that I will say, because I know you're like consciously manifesting your connection, right, with this guy. So you're gonna see, and people gonna be coming out the woodworks. New people, old people, like you may see a lot of shit, like people with his name. Yeah, look, exactly like what I was saying, right? Like people with his name, people that look like him. Like, I mean, anything can happen, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that it is, but this is like from my research when I've seen people post or like say, um and what I've experienced. So I feel like he's trying to gain some type of mental clarity here of something that happened in the past with you guys, whether it was a conversation or whether it was like a situation that happened. Is he the one that has a girlfriend? Does he have a girlfriend? Because I get third party energy here. The Death card and the Ace of Cups. Girl, I feel like this guy wants a chance with you. Okay, that's why that third party energy is there, because I feel like he's trying to figure out why he's still, yeah, look, why mentally he's still connected to you. Like, you may not be connected to him, but he's still definitely connected to you mentally, spiritually, emotionally. So I feel like he's trying to figure out why, because he is. See, I get like double minded here. Like, it's like he wants the connection that he's in, but then he also thinks about the possibility of starting something new with you. Um, Show me the death card. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, he could be having sleepless nights. Yeah, it comes down to like his end goal, stability. Um, I feel like he's trying to figure out like why he still gravitates towards you. There's still something about you that he wants and like needs and desires. So I feel like even though he's still in his connection, I don't know, like he feel like something is missing and you may have whatever that is. But at the same time he's not really ready to let go of that situation. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like this guy, I mean, it's a good thing he doesn't pop up because I feel like he could be one of those types that like he needs to be feel like, all right, so let's just say this connection is over for him. Like he won't leave it until he is in like he has the security of the next one working out. So like he would need that. He literally cheats on his girlfriend, yeah, because I feel like in a way like he doesn't, like I said, it's almost like he's, yeah, like that example, like he's not gonna leave her because he has that security that she's there, right? He will only leave her if like he had the security of another connection already. That did? Yeah, see, I don't even remember that. So yeah, that's what I get from him. And maybe you're the one, you have some like whatever she's lacking, how he's looking at it, you have that. Oh, makes sense why the energy came up. Oh wait, that's her. Right, I do remember that. Mhm. Man, she needs to let that go. Mm. She's the one that we picked up on her lurking, right? To see if you were messing with him. You're welcome. Mhm. I remember. Mhm. Right. Keep your cheating ass boyfriend that nobody wants but you. A mess. Same to you, Suncard. Thank you, love. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna head out. I'll be back on later. Not as late as yesterday, though. Maybe like 8:30. So I will see you guys later. Jess, thank you, thank you, thank you. Jess, did you ask your free question? And Ajay missed all your tea. All right, Jess, got it. So I'll see you later. Most likely I'll text you. All right, bye guys. Love you. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.